Smart Real Estate Wholesaling, Chapter 5, The Follow-Up Machine. How to create a deal generating machine by automating list building, relationship building, and non-salesy follow-up in your real estate wholesaling operation. As you're realizing by now, it's very easy for your real estate wholesaling business to run out of gas because marketing can be very expensive. Let me share a best case scenario with you. After Joe had spent $7,000 on a Guru Bootcamp training and learning all there is to know about real estate wholesaling, he spent the next 3 months going to his local REIA meeting trying to figure out what the next step was. Finally, he had an epiphany. He realized he is never going to attract any deals from wearing I Buy Houses t-shirts and handing out business cards. After thoroughly observing the top players every month at the meetings, he discovered there is only one thing they have in common. They all actively market every month to distressed properties and property owners. He decided it was time to buy another course focused on the direct mailing strategy, a discount code for List Source, which is a website that lists distressed property, also comes with the course. That's even better, or so he thought. Direct mailing simply involves downloading the list of out-of-state owners from List Source and sending a letter to each record expressing interest in purchasing the property. That process seemed pretty easy for Joe. He decided to set up a monthly budget of $500 per month, which will allow him to send about 350 letters per month. After about 3 months of consistently sending letters, he had received about 4 response calls that all resulted in no appointment. He was devastated. He was so disappointed, to say the least. Joe was so sure that he's got the secret of the real estate wholesaling trade figured out. In reality, he had figured something out, but he was missing a very important attribute of long-term successful business ventures: sustainability. Basically, he learned how to build a bridge without proper sustainability studies for the bridge to last hundreds of years. What use is it if you can build a bridge that will collapse only 12 years later? Architects and civil engineers do all types of studies when planning to plant structures. Part of such studies are sustainability, maintenance, cost versus effect on the economy, and many other studies. Joe, like many other newbie real estate wholesaling investors, get in the game with expectations that are either unrealistic or unprepared for. The gurus have made it seem as if all you have to do is start marketing and the calls will start rushing in. Joe, like many others, received the shocker of his life instead: 0 results. Of course, ideally, every single letter you send out was supposed to trigger a call back to you from a motivated seller. In reality, it doesn't work like that. What happens in reality is that your letter shows up to prospect's mailbox with 10 to 25 other letters. Once the prospects open their mailbox and see all these letters in similar tone offering to buy their properties, it puts an average prospect into research mode. There must be something valuable about my property that these people want, they think. The idea of calling you back is devalued, at least in that instant. Based on what I share with you in other chapters, you've created a dead connection by creating a marketing campaign with the callback as a call to action. The best chances you have, as always, lies in how big your marketing budget is. Are you positioned to send follow-up letters in a cost-effective way? Essentially, the timing is not always right for your prospect on your initial contact, 99% of the time, due to multiple reasons. The first reason is that your letter showed up with tons of other letters. There are tons of real estate wholesaling investors just like you trying to capture their next and even first deal ever. So as I was saying, you need campaigns that allow you to follow up beyond initial contact without breaking the bank. A campaign set up with the expectation of quick hits also limits you to one stream of income. The reality is that the one type of offer you decide to focus on may not serve the desire of your prospect. In fact, you should ask questions with your campaigns in order to identify the best way to serve the desire of your average prospect. By doing that, you will allow your prospect to set up multiple streams of income for you. Educational offers, takeover with high equity, short sale deals, subject to deals, foreclosure help, paid consulting, property management, brokerage services, fix and flip, joint venture partnerships, etc. These are just 10 of the multiple different income streams attached to a smart real estate wholesaling empire. Most real estate wholesaling investors are just looking to flip for quick $20,000 days. Most of them wait forever and never close a single deal. With a follow-up and living connection-driven campaign, all you have to do is ask your prospect as many times as possible for as long as they are connected, how can you best serve them? Then deliver. After all, the continuous living connection is free. Once you help them a few times, it's okay to offer them opportunities that will in turn pay you lucratively. You won't have to sell them on buying rental income properties from your network. They are educated and no selling is required. Also, there are different types of horizontal and vertical client classes of people among your prospects. Here's an example. Some clients are quick decision makers while others are laid back. They need to build emotions and trust for your brand over time in order to make a buying decisions of any type. Also, some of your clients already made up their mind that free or cheap is equals to low quality, while others are always looking for bargains. With the follow-up driven campaign, you can capture your money from all types of clients, and timing is always right when they do decide to buy, because the follow-up machine is always running for you even while you are sleeping. Traditionally, when timing is wrong and your letters show up, you lose money. The timing is mostly wrong for your prospects. That means you are mostly losing money in a traditional real estate wholesaling marketing campaign. Thanks to technology, today we're able to create follow-up machines. We're going full circle back to the secret being the type of connection being created with your initial contact with the prospects. Customer relationship management software, CRM, are a must follow-up machine to implement in this time and age. As the name implies, initiating and nurturing a relationship must be the primary objective of any campaign you run in the modern age. Otherwise, you'll be throwing your hard-earned money down the drains. The first step in that flow is offering valuable information in exchange for prospects' contact information. The information can be in a digital ebook, PDF, online video, etc. Every time a prospect opts in for the information, you collect their name, email address, and possibly phone number. As your web form collects this information, you are building your list. The list you're building is the next number one asset right next to time in your career as an entrepreneur. The real estate properties are not the assets in the modern age real estate wholesaling business. Your personal time and data list are the top assets you must manage in order to give yourself the best chance of prosperity. Part of most CRM is a tool called the autoresponder. As new prospect information records are being added to the list, an automatic email campaign sequence is initiated that will send periodical email follow-up to the prospect. The frequency of the emails is your choice. It can be anywhere from every hour to daily to weekly. The choice is yours. I recommend setting up daily email autoresponder emails for at least the first 7 days of subscription. That means when a new prospect subscribes by opting in for your free valuable, they will receive 7 emails, one per day, for the next 7 days automatically. In addition to that, I also add new timeless emails to the autoresponder sequence as time goes by. By timeless, I mean it's not seasonal specific emails such as email you would send on Independence Day, Thanksgiving, or Christmas Day. It is not time specific. Prospects can receive the email anytime, day, or season, and it will be valuable and still make sense to them. A CRM can also be used to send one-time newsletter broadcast on demand. The fundamental difference between a broadcast and an autoresponder is the fact that a broadcast is sent one time to your subscriber just like an email, while autoresponder emails are automatically sent based on time of subscription to the list, events, and or actions taken by the subscriber. The follow-up machine also gives you the opportunity to serve both low-ticket and high-ticket types of prospects. As I mentioned earlier, some prospects are more attracted to low-ticket bargains and offers, while others don't believe there is quality in the product unless it costs high-ticket prices. That's why some folks are more attracted to name brands at whatever they cost, while others just want to satisfy an active utility need at a bargain. When you market without consideration for proper follow-up, you will miss out on one of these classes of people. But when you understand and lead all marketing with value in exchange for collecting data, you can use the follow-up automation to test, track, and measure different types of offers, and then simply focus on the offer that converts to revenue the most over time. Our follow-up email copies follow one of three simple structures. If you are subscribed to my newsletter, you can start observing after reading this as I share with you. 1. Common question, story, which is optional, answer, and call to action. 2. Common problem, story, which is optional, solution, and call to action. 3. Common pain, story, which is optional, meaning a related story, pleasure, and call to action. As you can see, no emails are sent without a call to action. However, each email is designed to lead with value and act as our agents in real and right timing. A call to action is the part of the email that tells them what to do next. Buy, click, subscribe, watch video, etc. Back in 2012, I decided to test out a $5,000 offer of a coaching product. Within a 2 weeks period, that process extracted some higher ticket buyers from my database that never bought my $47 product. After interviewing one of them, I found out that he thought nothing good could come from a cheap $47 product. He was wrong, but more importantly, I was losing money until I made a high ticket price program available. After a few months of selling the $5,000 program, I decided it wasn't worth the 8 hours of my personal time in coaching that I was offering. I increased the price to $15,000 and reduced the coaching time to 3 hours. I sold more and obviously increased the average value per client. In addition to being able to test and perform all types of experiments with response and conversion rate, a follow-up machine or CRM positions your real estate wholesaling business empire for consistency and perpetuity. These two things are my personal secret of success in all my endeavors. That's why this is a smart real estate wholesaling strategy. It does not assume you are a superhuman who is consistent by default. The machine and automation positions you and your business for consistency. For that very reason, I've consistently created hundreds of thousands of valuable content that continues to serve me, create revenue, and build my empire since 2005. Immersing yourself in all the chapters of this publication at least 10 to 15 times will help you make complete sense out of this whole concept. We are done with the aspect of setting your real estate wholesaling empire up to receive from using automation to lead your promotions and marketing with value. But who are we giving this value to? The more important question is, how do we position the empire to scale at will and on demand? Over the next few chapters, you will learn how to drive quality traffic of highly targeted people cheaply using scalable automation. You can set up the best looking websites and web pages on the internet and on Carrot all you want, but without people visiting the website, you run a dead business. Leading with value and automation will guarantee that you're positioned to dominate the real estate wholesaling profession across the nation. However, you have to learn the last piece of that puzzle. And that's what the next section of this publication is all about. An average real estate wholesaling investor is basically stuck in a dangerous zone. Anyone can drive for dollars, send direct mailings, knock on doors, and hang bandit signs. I agree that confidence for cold calling can be hard, but the fact remains that it is simple enough to do. All these traditional strategies will expire completely soon because they are already saturated with newbies that the gurus are pumping into the marketplace daily. Eventually, wholesalers will start looking for greener pastures on modern media as covered in this publication, but you will be way ahead of them. Your money is always in the hands of people. You need people. So let's go learn how to attract all the quality buyers, sellers, and partnership prospects that we want. Go to myempirepro.com for more information.